All right, no pressure, Pink Flamingo, but I did just want to let you know that as possibly one of the last untrained pips that we have in the entire village, the fate of whether or not we end up starving this winter might just rest not even on your shoulders, kind of literally on your brain, because we need to get a lot more knowledge to be able to go ahead and possibly find a way to really feed ourselves. So, no pressure. But hello everyone, and welcome back to the village of the Angry Owl, where I am very hopeful that we are going to— Yes! Okay, we have a new thinker! Where I am hopeful that, just perhaps— Sick! I just made that infusion! Oh my gosh, it's a good thing that we did end up going ahead and having 2 healers after all. In any case, my hope is that we don't die. To be honest, I feel like that's kind of a simple and hopefully easy to fulfill hope. And, well, we might have a good shot because it is still 29 days to the winter season. And we do happen to have your local gamer working hard away at this bonfire. Is there anything else that we could do, your local gamer, that would— Oh yeah, the hot pool! Okay. I hope we can get this hot pool built because it just requires water and stone, which now that we happen to have a quarry, we might be able to get quite a bit of. And it passively gathers heat for us, which would be helpful. Not enough heat to probably make a difference between life or death in the winter, but you know, it'll at least keep a couple of our toes from falling off from frostbite, which is nice to think about. But alright, let's go ahead. Pseudo Fishy, we need you to go and heal Ginger Fury, who has gone ahead, and because they're symptomatic after their fall and tumble off of the mountainside, give them a little heal, why don't you, so that we can make sure that illness doesn't spread through our village, especially considering we have an omen of illness coming up pretty soon. And let's see, we're going to continue to try to research this water mill and prepare ourselves for building it if everything goes right, so that we can, like, get flour from the barley that we're collecting. How's the barley field going? Oh, good. And Voskri, we are going to train you to be a farmer as well. I should probably get more barley planted. Okay, Dino Dave, I think I need you to come over and maybe plant some more barley just to make sure that we start piling that up. Oh dear. And I guess speaking of piling it up, now I need to start thinking about where we're going to store all of this. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, well, at least Pink Flamingo is down here and able to get quite a bit of knowledge. I wish we could train another one of our villagers to also help with gathering knowledge. But guess what? We're fresh out of unassigned villagers, and now I really gotta scratch my head and think what to do about the population problem we have. And I know that it looks like there happens to be a lot of future baby pips bouncing around in bunny form. Bunny form that could be turned into leather, that could be turned into baby pips. But I just want to make sure that we haven't explored any other options first. Like the fact that maybe having a cow might help, because cows might give us more leather, which would be nice, so that we could try to ease up on the consequences of death and at least maximize what we can get out of it. But let's not jump to conclusions of slaughtering animals just yet, and let's look over the water mill. Harnessing the power of the water was a great idea. After all the deaths it had brought to the village, it was only fair. Look, I feel like if anybody ended up dying in mass with water, it was probably poor Captain and his group. All right, and then let's see what we've got here. What kind of— it's a Milky Bakery! I sensed it. I sensed it in my soul. Something made me suspicious, and I just could not stop thinking, you know, I think we might need to end up working with having a really weird bakery. Sure enough, now we have to have cows. If we don't have cows, we don't have milk, we don't have bread. And look, we've been trying really hard to get all of this moving and grooving. Maybe I should go ahead and research cobblestone real fast so we can at least upgrade Town Hall again. That might be a good idea. Do I need— oh, I need planks for that. Thank goodness we at least have one lumberjack. Okay, so if that's the case, should we research metal extract? We don't have a stonemason, do we? We have a miner. And the miners would need to have this copper mine in order to go ahead and make copper bars. Uh-oh. There's no copper. There's actually no copper. Oh my gosh, there is no copper in any of these mountains. Somehow, that escaped my attention. Which means we can't upgrade. Oh my gosh, which means that we can't upgrade Town Hall. Because we have to have... Well, no, we can't upgrade Town Hall. We would have to do carpentry. Okay. So, the food thing. Kind of spook. Kind of big spook. The not freezing to death thing. Also kind of big scoop. Spook, even. Okay, let me think. And unfortunately, yeah, large tent. Okay, it's time. It's time to lean into cows and just face whatever consequences we need to from there. So let's go ahead. We shall research cows. We shall gather as much barley as we can possibly grab into our arms, and we will see where we can go from there, I think. Good luck, my little villagers, because things, I mean, push come to shove, maybe we can go ahead and like gather a bunch of grapes. That's true. Maybe I should do cows now, but then after that, maybe we'll put some of our energy into these hot pools so that we can start preparing ourselves for the cold, because I think that's, yeah, that's our doom this time. All right, I'm pretty proud that we're thinking about these things and doing our best to try to balance everything. Also, speaking of balancing things, let's get more of these carrots down, please. And, oh, look at the barley harvest. Oh, that's so nice. Oh my gosh, I guess we're never really gonna run out of barley in a way. I think I could actually, here, we're gonna rebuild this sign. As weird as that sounds, because I can put another patch of seeds down here and we can get more off of our barley harvest as a result, since barley loves to have company. I mean, I always want to eat more bread too, so, you know, maybe pre-bread, unprocessed bread, aka the barley, maybe it enjoys like having lots of itself too. Also, Gizmossy Chaos, good job piling up the paper. I sort of didn't notice you were doing that. I think I could have you do something else that might help us out. Okay, what about... We don't have anyone to train as a miller, so I don't think the mill is going to be quite as useful to us as I hoped. And it would cost a lot of stone. So if that's the case, how about you trade off with Kit Kat Nat, so we can start gathering stone for building some hot springs. That might work. We really need to figure out a way to stretch our food. But if we can gather some berries, at least a couple berries per pip during winter, then maybe if we just have handfuls of raw berries and hot springs, we can make it. Maybe. I probably should research graveyards for no specific reason, but also for the specific reason of if anything untold happened, we wouldn't have a penalty of fear and sickness looming over all of our heads. And the cow wrench. We used to put bells around their neck to stop them getting lost, but then we realized they rarely moved and just kept them on the ranch. That's funny. All right, so cows! Lazy beasts that did nothing but moo and eat all day. Pips kept them mostly for their flavorful milk. Excellent cow. You eat cereal. You are very adorable. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I wonder if these would actually be our first cows, wouldn't it? Ooh, that's quite exciting, actually. All right, cow, what can we do with you? A tannery. That's a lot of leather. That's a lot of leather. If flour, soy milk maker. The only reason we would need to keep a cow is for the leather for a hot second. And we need more, we need the mill. We need the mill. We need that mill. And we need to have, oh my gosh, okay. So we need the mill to get the flour because we don't actually need the cows for milk for the Milky Bakery. See, this is how, because every time the research tree is randomized, we might find ourselves caught by surprise with what's happening. Let me think. Okay. We also would need the miller for the soy milk maker as well, which means we need more people. We're kind of looping back around to that, but let's do hot pool next. All right, let's see. Gathering some stone. Let me make sure each and every one of our little houses is full, just in case. Yup, we're full up. Okay, yep, full up down here. Hey, Pink Flamingo, how you doing? Thank you for helping out with the research. It's a big help, trust me. And, ooh. Okay, maybe somebody gather up some water, and then requires a water maker within 1. Actually, if that's the case, we need to go ahead and let's put down a water maker right here, and somebody build this thing so that we can go ahead and get more hot springs up here. I guess this is a cold pool. I guess we could just dismantle that because we're not going to need it till, like, you know, much warmer weather. And then where else could we put a hot spring? I guess down here? Yeah, we have talked about that before, so I'm even gonna have your local gamer take a moment to pivot. And down we go with the hot of the springs. And hopefully everybody will be, like, pretty content and happy and kept warm. Can I take Gizmossy? I can take you off of carrot duty for just a second so that we can gather seeds to keep the carrots going. It's a cycle. Like, grow carrot, eat carrot. Grow carrot, eat carrot. Occasionally turn carrot into a new pip. Occasionally throw carrot at bunny. I'm not feeling the pressure of trying to finally prove to all of you in a very public way that we can do this. I'm totally not cracking under that pressure. Nah, not me. Totally fine. All right. Ooh, look at all this new space we have over here too. There's a lot of spots we could put more wood makers if we wanted to, but that would need more pips, wouldn't it? No pun intended, because, you know, wood in it. All right, let's gather up some water to prepare ourselves. Oh, we're gonna hit, oh my gosh, we're gonna actually hit max barley pretty soon. That's not good. Okay, it's gonna be okay though. And actually, Gizmossy Chaos, I wonder, oh, the cows! Okay, cows for leather, but then the only reason to really get cows now would be because we would want to go ahead and actually get the tannery. How much would the tannery be? Oh, we don't have a knife master! Or a hunter. The only way we could possibly get more people right now, we need carpentry. And we need to upgrade town hall. And we need to get cobblestone too. And we wouldn't have anyone to cook at our cauldron if we had a chef. I'm staring into the void right now. Not panicking. Panicking a little, actually. Okay. You know what? I think that means all hands on deck, and every spare hand should be gathering as much food as possible at all times, just to start piling that up. And we should probably go ahead and have some storehouses built pretty soon too, so that we can try to make sure that we store extra anythings. All right, there we go. I'm gonna need a couple pips to gather water soon so we can get the hot springs down. Oh, I forgot there was even a fear event going on because I was just so confident. I probably should have been checking that. We unlocked a memory bean! Yes! Oh, what's going on here? You took a wood and transformed it. Did you? Aw, friends. What? A lucky stick, maybe? Like, curious gift. local gamer and Lord Thunder. You know what? It seems silly, but one of the things that means the most to me when my beloved husband Chips and I are on walks together is when I find a cool stick. And when he lets me bring a cool stick home. And a few months ago, he actually let me bring home an entire chunk of a tree trunk. Yes, an entire chunk of a tree trunk that had mostly been hollowed out by woodpeckers and was very, very light to carry. And I brought it home because it just looked so cool. It was full of woodpecker holes, and I put a bunch of birdseed in it on our deck, and the birds have loved eating out of it. And we're gonna smash a bunch of suet in there as well. And a good stick can bond people together. That's the moral of this story. And the other moral of the story should also be that toasty, wonderful hot pools are wonderful and probably feel really good to sit in. So we're going to carry on with maybe gathering some water with those two, gathering more stone. Oh my goodness gracious, Kit Kat Nat, you as a stone gatherer, very important job. Also, like I said, keep those carrots coming. Keep them coming. We need piles and piles. We're like only barely ahead of doom, death, and destruction. And I may be a little concerned. Oh, and now the barley fields are done. Okay, a whisper in the wind? Okay, we need more seeds. Okay, why don't you dismantle this, and then we're gonna figure out how to keep this all moving and grooving in just a second. Actually, okay, let's see. I need to have more foraging spots maybe. So emergency berry and seed gathering can like progress pretty easily. Let's put one right over here because there's actual berries here in the spring. And then we'll gather some seeds from this location. We'll put a few seed collecting spots down since it seeds like we need it. And let's see what the new the terraforming, that's right. Oh my gosh, I wonder if that's gonna unlock anything in our research tree. Reforest! We could really make wonders happen with the woodcutter if we had a reforesting ability. Oh my gosh, that'd be so much fun. The herbalist is needed, and then they will reforest it for 20 seeds? 2 advanced tools? Boy, that's a lot. But I guess it would be worth it, especially since we have the seed field. We filled the ground with a round of young saplings, and then waited for them to grow. It took a while, but we had time. Well, maybe. And then artificial lake. We kept throwing water on the ground until it was so full we could bathe in it. Okay, very cool. Could be helpful for growing pumpkins and could... For some reason, realizing, because pumpkins have a +2 if they're next to water, I'm thinking about like just a square of water surrounded by pumpkins, and then I'm staring into the distance going, oh, I've done that before. Hi, Minecraft. Artificial mountain. By placing rock after rock and removing every single blade of grass, we created the perfect impression of a rocky mountain. Build your own mountain. I see. You need a stonemason and a bunch of rocks and a bunch of tools. I see. Boy. At least we have things to aspire to. And next up, the sheriff. The sheriff could be unlocked, or, yes, I knew this was coming, the brothels, which, I don't know. What am I going to call those? I am not sure. I don't want to lose all my please keep a roof over my house desperate money from YouTube, so let me think. A brotel? I guess we could call them brotels, but I imagine since pips like have no specific gender, it'd be for everybody. Could we make bro a gender neutral term? I'm gonna have to think about this. Woohoo cafe also sounds really bad, doesn't it? Or a woohoo nightclub also sounds bad. All right, I'm gonna have to give this a little bit of thought. But maybe we'll just call it, I mean, there's actual theaters. We'll just call it a theater for now. I'm sure there's plenty of shows there after all. But all right, now that we have unlocked the ability to terraform, I'm gonna poke. Ooh, yeah, okay, okay, I don't know. I don't see anything over here. This is a really curious thing, though. I don't know what would cause cataclysm. Oh, is that removing a mountain? 220 research points seems excessive for that, though. I'm pretty sure maybe this is removing a mountain right here. Maybe? And then, oh, that reminds me! When we were getting ready for the scriptorium, I realized something amazing, my friends. If we had bookmakers, and then we went past school, there is something now for 470 knowledge points that would give us health, hope, and nature all at once. I don't know what that is, but I kind of want to see if we can survive long enough to figure it out, because that sounds amazing. But all right, there we are. The discovery of Woohoo Theater, and also very close, the discovery of our hot springs. The discovery that perhaps we need a little bit more sustenance. Oh wait, I forgot. Okay, please just be normal sick. Please just be normal sick. Please just be normal sick. Stunned? I can take stunned. Dizzy? Okay. Dizzy sucks. Oh, thank goodness. That's not as bad as it could have been. Dizziness. Pips are stunned. 2 pips. Well, that's a lot of our village of 11 people. 2 pips are stunned for 3 days. The sickness threat permanently increases by 1, and some pips have gained the dizzy quirk, which can be a little bit annoying because then it means that people just start passing out now and then, and they just have a chance of being stunned every day. Was that Ginger Fury again? No, it wasn't. Ah, fudge. Now we have 3 pips out of 11 who just might, like, fall over every day. But we're gonna make it work. We are going to make it work somehow. But all right, my friends. Oh, fudge knuckles. Shaman? Like, Omen coming. Okay, I think we're good on the whole nature thing, though. Like, nature likes us. But all right, thank you guys so much for joining us. Hopefully we shall soon have hot springs, and we'll go ahead and make everything else kind of nice too next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.